And we're getting in some big breaking news into our newsroom right now with regard to the Haridwar hate speech. The Attorney General of India has taken note and has taken some action. Getting in the breaking news update that the Attorney General has given his nod for initiating the contempt proceedings against Yati Narsinghanand over his comments at the Haridwar Dharam Sansad. The Attorney General says the statement made by Narsinghanand are a direct attempt to malign and lower the authority of the Supreme Court. And it's a big setback also to those who claimed the government did nothing. They watched and did nothing about the hate speech. So those who criticized and said that they let it happen, this is a setback to them as well. Let me go across to Ananya joining us with the details. Ananya, going by the details that we have with us, the Attorney General has said that he's gone through the letter, he's watched the video of the hate comment, which have been explained to him. Statement made by Yati Narsinghanand that those who believe in the system, in these politicians, in the Supreme Court, in the army will all die the death of a dog, etc. Now, it amounts to contempt of court. And what happens next now that the Attorney General has given his nod?
Well, yes, Niranjan, as you know, that the procedure laid down by the Supreme Court is that whenever you want to initiate a contempt proceeding, there are two ways. One is by way of directly approaching the court through a contempt petition if there is a violation of Supreme Court verdict. But when such cases occur, when there are statements made by people, then the nod of the law advisor of the government, that is the Attorney General of India, is obtained. And hence, this advocate, this activist, Shripal Nelli had written a letter to Attorney General K.K. Venugopal seeking his nod to initiate a contempt proceeding, against Yati Narsinghanand for his statement. And now a letter response has been received from the Attorney General K.K. Venugopal, who has clearly stated that now the statements that have been made by Yati Narsinghanand at the Dharam Sansad were actually amounting to the contempt of court, because they were actually an attempt to malign the image of the top court of the country.
Can you hear me?
Before the general public. And
stay with me. I just want to bring in KK Manan, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, who's patched, who's connected with us on the phone line. Mr. Manan, good evening. The Attorney General has given his nod to contempt proceedings. Now, you know about this controversy, and the fact that the topmost government lawyer has given his nod means that they will go all out to ensure that law prevails in this particular case. So, the way we are seeing it, those who criticize the government saying that they didn't really take any action, they were way off the mark.
See that the Attorney General grants the consent to initiate the contempt proceedings against this Yati Narsinghanand. You see, his remarks purely comes under the ambit of lowering the judiciary in the eyes of law. Absolutely comes under the purview of contempt of court. There is no doubt in it. Because if the people will make such type of remarks regarding the judiciary, I'm not considering the politicians, even against the politician also. If somebody, passing such type of remarks, definitely it comes under the purview of a contempt of court.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Manan, for speaking to Republic TV. It's a big development. There is more trouble for Yati Narsinghanand, who made the controversial speech, the hate speech to be more precise, in Haridwar. I think Swapnil Kothari is also on the phone line with us. Swapnil Kothari, the Attorney General has taken action now. He's taken note. He's given his nod to initiate contempt proceedings. And I don't think anybody should be complaining anymore that there was any sort of shield to such hate mongers.
Not at all. In fact, Niranjan, I'm glad that the Attorney General has given that nod for the contempt proceedings, because that's the procedure. And secondly, if you talk about bribery, nepotism and hate speech against the highest court of the land, which is the Supreme Court, then you are basically attacking the trust of 125 crore people of this country. And if that is what you're going to do, then you better face the contempt. And I think not only that, but the contempt proceedings should reach its fruition, and the court should give an example by imprisoning him, because it is very apparent that you have brought the judiciary in the lower down in the eyes of the public by making those kind of incendiary remarks and hateful remarks. And that kind of speech is nothing short of contempt, both civil and criminal, depending upon what sort of proceedings that the court wants to initiate. And most possibly, it should be the criminal contempt proceedings, because that's the time when you face jail and you realize that once you face jail and once you go through that sentencing of 6 months or a year or whatever it is, whatever the court deems fit, depending upon what his answer is and whether he apologizes, he doesn't apologize, depending on that. Regardless of his apology, I think the damage has been done to the court in a certain manner, so he needs to face jail. There is no question about it, Niranjan. And I'm glad that the Attorney General has done that.
Yeah, it is. I just want to confirm that it is initiation of proceedings for criminal contempt of Supreme Court. Criminal contempt. So you're right there. Nobody can complain. I think you have to call them out where you have to, and the government has done that. The government topmost lawyer in the Supreme Court, Attorney General K.K. Venugopal, has given his nod. Let me go across also to some more advocates joining us on the broadcast. Vinit Jindal, advocate on the phone line. Vinit Jindal, your reaction to the government giving its nod, to press contempt proceedings, criminal contempt proceedings.
Yes, Attorney General just giving his concern to initiate contempt proceedings against Yati Narsinghanand. His statement is really, the manner he is making a statement, a derogatory remark against the Supreme Court and the Constitution of India, as he says that those believe in this system, in this politician of the Supreme Court, the army will die. The Attorney General specifically stated that those who believe in this system and this politician, the Supreme Court and the army will die, and that of those. So you can presume that the Attorney General making this kind of statement, this kind of word, using this kind of word by giving his consent to initiate a contempt proceeding against Yati Narsinghanand. So the gravity of this matter is really, really high. Although there is some controversy because there is some other persons also, those giving a statement against the Supreme Court to lower their authority and to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you for your reaction, Vinit Jindal. Yeah, Vinit Jindal also reacting to the breaking story on Republic. I have to leave it at that because I have to, slip into a short break at this point. Breaking news update on the Haridwar hate speech. The Attorney General has given his nod to initiate contempt proceedings against Yati Narsinghanand over his comments. A story broken on Republic TV.